Love, 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 love. Love is our topic today. Now, it might seem trite to talk about love, and particularly if you're talking in a business context, but I have worked with probably thousands of businesses, and it's interesting to me how the attitude of kindness, courtesy, and love go a long way in promoting the business, in increasing the business, increasing the success of the business. Now, when I'm talking about love as in really loving and valuing your business, loving and valuing yourself, loving and valuing your clients, loving and valuing your staff. And not in the sense of, yeah, I love what they do because they help me, but in the sense of really wanting the best for them, wanting them to succeed, wanting to help them. And in my profession as a lawyer, I have seen far too many people come to me after they have gone to a different lawyer and been disappointed. And I've seen time and time again where that lawyer, their first lawyer, has provided them with information or charged them for a service that they actually didn't need. In one case, one of my new clients had paid for a privacy policy for her business that under Australian law, that particular type of business that she had did not even need that privacy policy. So she paid $3,000 for a privacy policy that her business didn't need. And I said to her, did the lawyer explain to you that you didn't really need it? I mean, it's fine if you wanted to have a privacy policy, that's great. And she said, no, they hadn't explained that to her. And so then when she needed to spend money on legal fees on something else, she had used up her budget on something she didn't need. And that really left her feeling bitter. And I had to wonder about that other lawyer and think, well, A, how can you sleep at night? But B, this is going to come back and bite you in the behind at some stage. You can't treat people with such disrespect. So obviously that's an extreme case. Another extreme case is my mother just recently. She went for a hearing test. She's 80 something. And she went for a hearing test. And when she got there, they said to her, well, you should have sent these forms in before you arrived because then you could have had the test for free. No, they told her that after the test, after she paid for the test, which was $196. Oh, if you had brought in the correct forms, we could have done it for free. Why didn't they tell her when she booked? Oh. So I always think of it as treating other people the way I would treat my mother, because she's just a sweet person who loves everybody. She's kind, and she is a little bit naive and vulnerable. So I think it's a challenge to us all sometimes to demonstrate love of ourselves and of others in everything that we do. But if we can genuinely get to that place, I think the world will be richer, and I think our businesses will succeed a lot more because people will know. They get to know us, and they get to know what's in our hearts, and they get to know. I mean, that client of mine who spent money that she didn't need to spend on that privacy policy, she came to me for something else that she wanted, and I said, no, you don't need that. You don't need that particular thing. I'm not taking your money for that. But there is this other thing that you do need. And so when I told her that, she went, okay, well, I'll follow your advice and go with the other thing. And she's been an amazing client of mine now for several years. And anytime she has a legal problem, she always comes to me because she trusts me and she knows I have got her best interest at heart. And, you know, sometimes in a business or a family, a dynamic can get shifted somehow and people become in competition with each other. This happened in one of the law firms that I used to work for, where the different teams were actually in competition with each other. And it just created a horrible environment where they did not have each other's backs, and they were always trying to get each other's clients to compete and do the best. If they had worked together and cooperated and knew that each had their other's interest in heart, I think they might have done a lot better, not only financially, but their people would have been happier as well. They would have been less sick. So our challenge is to demonstrate love of ourselves and of everybody else in everything we do. Wow, that's a big one. So remember, always keep shining bright. I'm sharing with you my power words. Today the power word is love, to help you be brave and bountiful. My name is Catherine Warburton, and I am the Legal Lioness.